At the Treasure Coast Airport, the international airport, because they are bringing 116 dogs from animal shelters throughout the Caribbean. I'm going to take this mask off since I'm walking away from everybody. So what happened is, since COVID-19 pandemic has started, all the animal shelters in the Caribbean, the animals are really stacking up. They're stacking in some of these shelters, animals 4 crates high. And since all the cargo planes and traffic to the islands has really kind of diminished, those dogs and cats were going to be euthanized this morning. And so Big Dog Ranch Rescue, along with other partner organizations, have chartered an airplane that cost them nearly $30,000 to bring about 120 animals here to the Treasure Coast. We're in Fort Pierce. So that plane has just cleared customs. Let me flip it around. And they're going to pull it up. They're going to turn on one engine, I'm told. And there that engine goes. And they're going to pull it up to where this gentleman is right here near the yellow line. At that point, a litany of volunteers and media are here to see this event. You'll see there's 7 different cargo transports here. They're all going to take these dogs all across the United States, from Massachusetts to Virginia to North Carolina to Broward County to all these places with these dogs. And this is one of 3 trips that they're hoping to make here in the next few weeks. Next week they're going to go to, or for September 11th, they're going to go to Puerto Rico, and most of those dogs are going to stay at Big Dog Ranch Rescue. So they're firing up that engine like we said, and now the plane's going to pull forward once this gentleman clears. And then you can see over here, there's a ton of crates that in the background over there, where they are going to load 250 crates onto this plane so it can go back and pick up more animals. This trip was made possible by a boating company called We Do, based in West Palm Beach. They donated the bulk of the money to make this happen. So a lot of these dogs are going to go, like I said, to shelters around here, Lucy, but they might not necessarily be at Big Dog Ranch Rescue. If you remember right, Big Dog Ranch Rescue brought in several hundred dogs from Puerto Rico, so they're at capacity right now, and they're planning to intake another 150 on September 11th. So here's that plane. It's now going to be turned off. The Flamingo. This gentleman right here, his name's Nick. He's the one that really organized all these flights today. This plane started in San Juan, Puerto Rico, went off to one of the islands in Puerto Rico, and then it stopped in Turks and Caicos, and then Nassau, and 12 hours later is pulling up to let the dogs and cats off this vessel. And you can see all these volunteers are anxious to get started. They're calling the unloaders up.
Is that everybody, or?
Now these fans right here are where they're going to line up these dogs so they can stay cool, because it's 87 degrees, and that doesn't count the heat coming off this asphalt. They're going to line up these dogs and cages and cats. How do you help, Nanette? Big Dog says you can earmark money on its website to do trips 2 and 3 that they hope to do. So yeah, these fans are going to be over here, and they're going to line those cages up. These are the cages I was telling you about that they're going to send back over to the Caribbean to get more dogs. Let's get in closer. They're saying not to open the cages, just put the water straight in.
That would be my dog that's barking. Every dog in the world would be fine. My dog would be the one barking all the time. Until you touch her condition.
You're being brought to tears. What's going through your mind?
Oh, my daughter just did the most wonderful thing.
Is your daughter Tara?
Tara.
Tara?
Tara.
Tell us about Tara.
She has a great big heart, and she loves animals, and she loves people, and this just made her whole life.
She got 116 animals over here today.
And saved their lives. And now we're taking them to Boston, Pittsburgh, we're taking them to Charleston, Virginia. These dogs are going to be adopted by wonderful people all over the United States.
And it's got started because of overcrowding in some of these animal shelters.
They just, the islands have closed down because of the virus, and they don't have enough help, they don't have enough protection, and doctors or veterinarians and so we need to get them out and get them here, and they will survive.
Well, you should be a proud mama this morning, or this afternoon.
Extremely proud, and my heart is just beating out of my... Oh my God, I can't believe it. It's just wonderful. I'm so proud of her. She works so hard all the time. So proud.
Thanks for talking with us.
Yes, thank you.
So the first dogs are going to start coming off the plane. There it is. That's a cat. Cat's number 1. Unhappy cat. The lady in teal is Lori Simmons from Big Dog Ranch Rescue. She's the president and founder, and obviously she's a heart for cats too. And she's directing traffic, so to speak. See, these volunteers are all... Let's go check out the other side of the plane because there's some more action going on over here. It took customs about 20 minutes to clear these animals. You can see the big dogs. The heavy lifting's in the back. And here they go, lining them up, cooling them off. And the plane was delayed several hours today, and it's, I think, actually a good thing because the heat coming off this asphalt here on the tarmac was so intense. I think it's actually going to be more comforting for the animals. Yeah, so that's a good question, Jackie. There are several organizations here. Charleston Animal Society, you can see that they do cats for sure. There's Pet Alliance, which does cats and dogs. So there's 8 agencies here that are working together to get all these animals homes. So all in all, we think there's around 120 animals that are coming out of this plane right now. There's always some last minute additions and subtractions because of the different customs in the different jurisdictions. I'm so sorry, look at this guy. One of the first ones we can really see. This is Tammy. Tammy's definitely done. Look at these guys, they're so cute. And you can see they have their name on them and where they're going. Look at this doggy. So what they said they're going to do eventually is they're going to come through here and just pour water down. Because of the size, so it gets some breeze. She's trying to get some air on that dog. Look at this one. This one's going to Pet Alliance. Those dogs are really close together. And that one, what they said they're going to do is break them out if they need to. I'm also running the camera, so excuse me when I do that. Sherry, these dogs are from the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. So all U.S. citizens. You can see them starting to put down some water. Look at this one. Hey Lori, we're on Facebook Live. What's going on right now?
We are unloading about 120 animals that came in from the Virgin Islands that we transported that are going to 12 different rescues throughout the U.S. and everybody made it safely, and we're just giving them water and getting them off to their destination. So it's a happy day.
I think it's actually good the plane was delayed because it's a lot cooler out here.
It's a lot cooler because it was really hot earlier today, so perfect timing that it was delayed. We're not unloading in the heat of the day, and it's just a really good day. It's a really happy ending for these 120 animals.
And you want to do 2 more flights?
Yes, we have one September 11th from Puerto Rico, and then hopefully another one we raise the funds for to get more of these babies off the rocks in the Virgin Islands.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So they're working feverishly to get water to these guys. Some of them have been on that plane for the better part of the day.
So, who's giving?
Some of the kennels obviously need to be cleaned, so there's people working on that as well. How do the dogs look?
They look great.
They look great?
Absolutely.
So y'all are trying to get them water, get them cleaned up.
Everyone's getting water as they come out.
Well, thanks for doing that. Oh, look at these guys. Yeah, Susan, a few are going to Big Dog Ranch Rescue, but really the flight on September 11th that Lori Simmons was talking about are really going to be over 100 dogs from Puerto Rico.
I need that crate. That's the crate. Was that on the plane?
You see the dogs are getting some water. This is Penny. Penny's getting her water. Yeah, Javier, if you go to WPTV.com and click on the Taste and See tab, you will be able to see all the shelters where these dogs are going. The list is so vast that I can't possibly do it here. Getting out of the way for these big dogs. Oh, here's a big one. Move, move, move. And this was made possible by We Do, which is based out of West Palm Beach. It's a boating company. Yeah, I got my dog from Puerto Rico too, and he's a joy. I really like him. He's so well-mannered. Look at this happy person. This happy doggy. Getting some water there. Definitely ready for water. They're all very thirsty. Hey Tara. Tara, do you mind if I talk to you real quick?
No problem.
So we talked to your mom.
Behind or the
It's a Facebook Live, so we're just going right now. So I just talked to your mom. She was in tears. She's very proud of you. What did you and your company do?
So yes, we do Rainbow to help sponsor the plane. We had to charter a plane to go to St. Thomas. When we got to St. Thomas, we had these beautiful charity 501c that would go to the other islands, Vieques, St. Thomas, St. Croix, the Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands, and they gathered all the animals in the hangar where we were. And we started packing them up and figuring out cubic square feet of the aircraft, how many the chance of these animals surviving on a long-term without adoption is complete failure. So we need to adopt them. We need to change legislation in these islands. We need, to have serious legislation for spaying and neutering, and we need to have big hearts and put a spoke in your wheel and say, this is what I'm going to do. It may not be animals, maybe it's something else, but make sure that a spoke in your wheel of your life includes giving back. And my last thing I want to say is all lives matter. All. We all have the same color of blood, including these species. We all matter. So gather together, create production, not destruction, and you'll see a lot more happen.
So you had a long day though, right?
Yep, we started at 5 a.m.
And how long do you think before your head hits the pillow tonight?
I think the encouragement of the animals will probably keep me going. I guess that's called adrenaline.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to add that we haven't spoken about?
I want people to stop and think about all lives matter and what are they going to do in their life to contribute back. That's what I want people to do. Mine's animals. Theirs may be something else. But please, make sure that part of your wheelhouse is contribution. And it doesn't have to be money. It could be sweat equity. It could be walking dogs. It could be reading to the blind.
Putting water in dog bowls.
Putting water in dog bowls with a funnel and throwing ice chips.
Thanks for your time.
My pleasure.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, look at all these dogs. I mean, it's just insane. Hi, buddy. This is Sugar. Hi, Sugar. You know your name. You know your name. So needless to say, there's a lot of work to be done here this evening. They have a lot of cleanup. Got to load on to these 7 transports. And now that I'm far away, take off my mask. I wore my Georgetown University Bulldog mask just because I wanted to greet the dogs behind me. I'm going to go ahead and take video for tonight's news programs on WPTV News Channel 5 at 11 and the Fox 29 10 o'clock news. So I'm going to get to working, but thank you for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. And there's an article on our website, WPTV.com, should be posting just about now, that I worked on all day, that has more detailed information. A lot of you are asking where are the dogs going. Some of the logistics questions are answered in that article, so feel free to check it out. All right, in Fort Pierce, T.A. Walker, WPTV News Channel 5. Bye, guys.